Hello everybody, in this video I will teach you how to sketch a straight line using the dual-intercept method, and right at the end there is another method that I will also discuss. We call that one the gradient intercept method. Example 1. Sketch the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 2. Clearly indicate the intercepts with the axes. Now remember, in the previous lesson I explained how to sketch the graph using a table. So usually the question will specify by using a table or the dual intercept method. If the question does not specify, I suggest you use the dual intercept method. Now let's see. We will start by saying the rule, x-intercept make y 0. And then there's your equation. In y's place you substitute 0, and now we will solve x. So you let the 2 walk across, it becomes negative 2, divide away the 2, and x is equal to negative 1. Therefore, the x-intercept is the point negative 1 and 0. Then for the y-intercept, the rule is always make x 0. There's your equation. In x's place you substitute 0 and you end with y is equal to 2. And therefore the coordinate is the point 0 and 2. And then to sketch your graph, there's the x-intercept minus 1 and 0. There's the y-intercept 0 and 2. And then you join the two dots and there's your line. And then remember, you also have to add y is equal to 2x plus 2, the name of the function on the graph. Example 2. Sketch the graph of y is equal to negative x minus 4. Clearly indicate all intercepts with the axes. So we start with x-intercept make y 0. And then there's your equation. In y's place we substitute 0. And now we will solve x. Let the 4 walk across, divide away the minus. X is negative 4. And the coordinate is the point negative 4 and 0. And then the y-intercept make x 0. There's your equation. In x's place we substitute 0. And then y is equal to negative 4. And our coordinate is the point 0, negative 4. Therefore, negative 4, 0, the x-intercept, the y-intercept, 0, negative 4. There's your two dots, join your two dots, and there's your equation. And remember, add the name of the function. Y is equal to negative x minus 4. And you can clearly see there's a negative gradient. Example 3. Sketch the graph of 2x minus 2y is equal to 6. Clearly indicate the intercepts with the axes. Now you will say, what is going on here? Now this line is not in standard form. And standard form means we will rewrite it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. And that means there's the y on its own and it has the coefficient, the number in front must be plus 1. So y equals everything else in the form mx plus c. That means first the term that contains the x and then the c is the constant value. So now to write your equation in standard form, 2x minus 2y is equal to 6. What I will do is I am going to take everything else to the right hand side so that I can isolate the term that contains the y. So minus 2y is equal to minus 2x plus 6. And then it's still not standard form because of the minus 2 in front of y. So what I will do next is I'm going to divide right through by negative 2 every term. And then I end with y is equal to x minus 3. So now my equation is in standard form, in the form y is equal to mx plus c. There's m's value is plus 1 and C's value is -3. So on the next slide, we will sketch the graph. Now there's our question. Sketch the graph of 2x minus 2y is equal to 6. So can you remember from the previous slide, we rewrote that equation into standard form, and it is y is equal to x minus 3. So I'm going to work with that equation. It looks much easier. So to sketch the graph, we will use the dual-intercept method. X-intercept make y 0. There's the equation. Y is x minus 3. We make y 0. Let's solve x. Let the 3 walk across, and x is equal to 3. And the coordinate is the point 3, 0. Then for the y-intercept, the rule is make x 0. There's the equation. Make x 0. And we end with y is equal to -3, and the coordinate is the point 0, -3. So on the Cartesian plane, there's your point, your x-intercept 3, 0, and there's your y-intercept 0, -3. We join the two dots, and there's the line. And we can write the equation y is equal to x minus 3. Before we continue, have you subscribed yet? Or you can like this video, and better yet, please tell your friends about my channel. Let's continue. There is another method to sketch a straight line graph, and this method is called the gradient-intercept method. Now in this method, we use the gradient to calculate the points that the graph passes through. It works like this. Remember, the gradient is m, and m, the gradient, is the change in y over the change in x. And can you remember the gradient formula? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 when you have the two coordinates. So in the next slide, I will show you an example of where you will use the gradient-intercept method to sketch a graph. Now let's do an example. Example 4. Sketch the graph of p of x is equal to 3x minus 1 using the gradient-intercept method. Now there's a few steps to follow. First, you need to obtain a starting point. And the easiest is to start with the y-intercept. And do you agree this line, p of x, y is equal to mx plus c. When our equation is in standard form, we can clearly see that the y-intercept is the point 0, -1. From the equation, the gradient m is equal to 3. Now this can be written as m is 3 over 1, and that means rise over run. So it works like this. This tells you that from each point on the graph, the next point can be found by increasing the y value, you rise by 3, and increasing the x value, you run across by 1. And it works like this. So our starting point is the y-intercept is 0, -1. And then we will rise by 3, 1, 2, 3, and we will run by 1. That means we go across 1. So there's our other point. Our starting point was there at the y-intercept. So there's the y-intercept. We did the rise over run. We ended with the point 1, 2, and we joined the 2 points, and then there's the graph of p of x. And that's how the gradient-intercept method works. Avoid this method at all cost. In the next video, I will focus more on gradient and special lines. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next video.